Hi, this is Kai. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Today I'm going to do a pick a card reading, just answering the question, what are you afraid of, or what do you fear? If this is your first time stopping by my channel, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. And please hit the notification bell so that you are notified when I upload my videos. I just wanted to do this pick a card reading because, sometimes we have a lot of fears that are holding us back in life. They could be physical fears, they could be subconscious fears, it could be psychological fears. So just pick the card that calls to you, and I will see you shortly. If you picked pile A, what are you afraid of? We have the Queen of Swords, but we have it in reverse. We have the Knave of Chalices in reverse, or the Page of Cups in reverse. We have the Page of Pentacles. All right. With the Page of Swords in reverse, you are afraid of your lethal tongue. You are afraid that you can come off as being bitter. You can come off as being uncaring. You can come off as being detached. That feeling of detachment, or your feeling of being able to give someone a verbal lashing, you are afraid of the temper that you have. That scares you. It scares you how you can be detached from your emotions. You can be very pessimistic when it comes to how you deal with people, how you talk to people, the things that you say, the thoughts that you have. And then with the Page of Cups, or the Page of Chalices, or Knaves of Chalices in reverse, it just confirms, that you are afraid to express your emotions. And when you do express your emotions, they aren't the most positive things. You can kind of come off very pessimistic, having the glass, you have kind of an attitude sometimes where the glass is half empty. You can, and with the Swords card, that's an air card, and that's about just being mentally astute, being and not saying that you aren't with the Queen of Swords even coming up, but sometimes you're more into your head and not enough into your heart. That is a fear that you have. You have a fear that you don't get your heart involved the way that other people do. And then you have the Page of Pentacles. I feel like the reason why that you have the fear that you're more head-centered and not heart-centered is because you focus a lot on your money, focus a lot more on thinking about money, how to get more money, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're really focused on stability, how to build a better foundation. You're very focused on the material plane, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't seem to be balanced at all. And if someone comes to you and tries to date you, tries to ask your feelings, to express your feelings, to express your thoughts, you really don't do that well, and you are afraid that it's making you just very, come off very cold. With the Queen of Swords in reverse, you can be a person that comes off very cold, and people can't really get to you, especially in relationships. They see that you are a person that is very driven, very focused on building a good foundation, focus on building stability, having an egg nest, and things like that. But they see you as a person that doesn't know how to balance out the head and the heart. So that's a big fear of yours. And I'm not saying that, it's right or it's wrong, but too much of one thing is not always good. You need a healthy balance. You need a healthy, a balance of your head and your heart. You need to be logical, but you also need to be emotional. You need to show your emotions. You need to be able to express to people how you feel. Life can be very short, and you never know what's up next. And you want to let the people know that let the people that you care about know that you care while you still can. You want to be open. You're very guarded. I feel like, with all of us, we all have been hurt or whatever, but you took that hurt that you had, and it doesn't matter if it's like a romantic situation with family or whatever, any kind of hurt or disappointment that you experience, you kind of took that and detached and said that the easiest way to deal with that is to be detached. And that has caused you a lot of fear. It has caused you to be bottled up, to detach from anything that has to do with emotions and telling people how you feel and your feelings. And it has caused you to be guarded. You're closed up emotionally. You're emotionally unavailable. That's another thing that comes out with the Queen of Swords in reverse and this Page of Cups in reverse. It has caused you to be emotionally unavailable. And another thing with the Page of Cups in reverse, that detachment from your emotions has blocked your creativity. I feel like you are like very career oriented or very driven, very ambitious, but I feel like at times you can have times where you kind of get a mental block. You get stuck on ideas. Your creativity is blocked. With the Page of Cups in reverse, that could definitely show somebody who is writer's block. If you're a writer, you have writer's block. Poet, if you're a poet or you're an artist, it's sometimes hard for you to tap in, because it kind of, with arts and things like that, you have to tap into your emotions, to your inner world and things like that, and it's hard for you to do that because you have closed yourself off so much emotionally that you don't know where you feel, you don't know how you should feel about things or anything like that. And with the Page of Pentacles, like the guy here is like kind of holding the coin and is looking elsewhere, and he's like looking for more coins, more news about jobs, more news about money. He wants to hear more about money, and that's great and all, but it can block you from having nice things in life. And then let's see, we got the Eight of Emotions. See? And I don't even look at these cards before I record the videos. I just, pull them randomly, keep them over, and then I pull them up right when I'm recording. So I didn't even know, this card came up randomly. Eight of Emotion. You feel a deep longing for something meaningful in your life. In your heart, you know that there's more out there waiting for you in the world. It may be time to switch careers, move to a new home or city, or initiate other important changes. Do what's right for you and seek out your magical new life. And I feel like with it being an eight of emotions is a water card, Eight of Cups, whatever you want to call it, Eight of Chalices. It's telling you to that you have this fear that you may never. I feel like you don't have fear that you'll ever accomplish your career goals and your monetary goals, but I feel like you have a big fear that you will never have that relationship that you want to have, or have that connection with someone, or just have something more than just a big house and you're going home by yourself, because you have blocked you're emotionally unavailable. Your emotional unavailability has caused you're afraid of that. You're afraid of how emotionally unavailable you have become. But this card is saying that you feel a deep longing for something more meaningful in your life. In your heart, that there's more out there. And with this fear, you just have to start working on becoming more emotionally available and working on being able to saying how you truly feel, and getting over the fear that you may sound dumb or that you may experience rejection. And that's fine. Everybody, you can put a message out there. Not everybody is going to accept it, but you have to still say what you want to say, because when you don't do that, time and time again, you can cause your throat chakra to become blocked. When you don't speak your mind, you don't speak how you feel, and it can also especially with matters of the heart, it can cause you to have a blocked heart chakra, which is what I think that is going on. A blocked throat chakra and heart chakra. And you're afraid of that. You're afraid of how detached you have become when it comes to your feelings and your emotions. And that is something that you really definitely need to work on. If you chose pile B, what are you afraid of? All right. We have the Three of Pentacles upright, because the camera view might be backwards for you. So it's the Three of Pentacles upright. It's the Three of Chalices, or the Three of Cups, in reverse. And it is the Five of Cups, but in reverse. With the Three of Pentacles, what you fear teamwork. You fear coming together with someone or a group of people. You may even fear, have social anxiety, because with the Three of Cups, or the Three of Chalices in reverse, I feel like with the Three of Chalices in reverse, it's someone that is isolated, someone that is not socializing, someone, I do see this could be anxiety from socializing, or being isolated from a group, feeling like you're isolated. I don't know, in life sometimes that we do have to work together with other people. We have to collaborate. And with the Three of Pentacles, that's a great fear of yours. It could be, like I said, it could be work related. And I do think it is work related, because the Three of Pentacles, the Pentacles is about finances, is about stability, it's about career, it's about achievement. So it could be a situation where you're being asked to collaborate, do some teamwork. You may even be asked to do some group projects where you have to speak out, or you have to make a presentation, and you have a great fear of that. But the thing is, like you see, this is balance. It's only going to work. The situation will only work if you're pulling your weight as well. Three of Cups, or Three of Chalices in reverse, definitely feeling like you're isolated. I feel like you should try to speak your mind more, to add your input more. If you are, this is an emotional, the cups are an emotional, shows emotions. So you would want to, if you feel like if you feel like your voice is not heard, like if you speak up and you feel like you're being ignored, you could send out an email. If it gets so bad that you feel like you're not putting your 2 cents in, you can speak to your boss, your manager, or whoever has designated you as part of this group, or who has put this group together, or who said you had to be together, and let them know what is going on. But this is a big fear of yours. You already have a fear of working in groups. You might have had bad experiences in the past, but sometimes it's better. You can go faster, you can go quicker when you collaborate with people. Life is you're not supposed to be by yourself. You're not supposed to be on an island. Whether it's a one-on-one relationship or it's a group relationship, eventually you will have to come together with people, and you should definitely work on speaking your mind, working on inserting yourself. If you feel like that when, you say how you feel, you just get ignored or they talk over you, you can politely ask them to please let me state how I feel. Also, you can also, if it is a group like work or school related, you can send out an email to the entire group, call a meeting, and let them know how you have been feeling. 5 of Cups. Also, it's like, with the 5 of Cups, it's usually you're walking away from something, but with the 5 of Cups in reverse, I feel like you don't have the option to walk away and that you need to speak your mind. Whatever this situation is, you're not going to get out of it easily. You are going to have to pull your weight. You're going to have to stop being isolated or stop allowing other people to isolate you or out your voice or silence your voice. That is definitely something that you need to work on. And as far as, if it is a fear of speaking out or like a group project or making a presentation, I don't necessarily like giving advice, but I know like back when I was in college, whenever I had to make a speech, I would always do the speech in front of the mirror, and that would help me get over my anxiety, because this is not something that you are able to easily walk away from, and I do feel like it is causing you a lot of anxiety. You may even suffer from social anxiety, and being in crowds and being in teams and being in groups is a great fear of yours. Meditation, just taking a time out. If it's a group, just sending out an email, so if you have an issue with talking face to face, you can get it out, you can express your thoughts, and you may even be able to ask these people if you can just, you have a fear of speaking out and you don't feel like your voice is being heard, if you can just communicate through email or whatever with these people. All right, and then we have the 10 of Thought. And a 10 of Thought, a situation that has been troubling you has come to an end, and you breathe a sigh of relief. With the challenging times behind you, you can now move on. It's important to fully let go at this juncture. Someone in your life may finally be free of his or her addictions or codependency issues. 10 of Thought, again, it's an air card. I feel like it is causing you a lot of social anxiety, but it's telling you that this situation is coming to an end. Work projects, group projects, they don't last forever. It's only for a semester or for a certain amount of time. If it's with work, that you come together and that this has to be done. So you have to get through it. You can, if you have to give a speech, you can always practice in the mirror giving the speech. If you have social anxiety issues, I will also say that you should practice with family members or people that you're, you can trust, that they're going to give you good feedback and they're not going to judge you. And just let them know, practice what you want to say to them, so that when you get in front of the group or whatever, you already have some kind of comfort. You have a comfort level with saying how you feel. Even though this situation right here is short term, you do have to keep in mind that you don't have to be a party goer. You don't have to be, someone that's a social butterfly. But in this world, unless you are independently wealthy or you're working from home, you are going to have to collaborate with people. And this is a great, this situation is practice so that you can, this situation is small practice so that you can have more of a comfort level with how to deal with people, whether it's one-on-one or whether in a group. This social anxiety, I'm not a doctor or anything like that. If it's really that bad, you may have to see someone. I don't know if they have any kind of medications or anything that you can take to just calm you down. But that may be something that you want to look into. But all in all, your fear is coming together with someone. And actually, it could also be coming together in a relationship. Maybe someone is coming to you to go on a date, or they are asking you to take the relationship to another level, or see if you could move forward with them in a relationship. I feel like it's work related or something to do with school or work, because it's the Three of Pentacles. But and also Three of Pentacles, it could also be it could be work related, it could be something to do with school, it could be something with you and a person wants to be in a relationship with you. It could also be that you have a fear. If it isn't like a relationship situation, you could also have a fear that if there is a third party involved. And if that's the case, I would say that with the Three of Chalices or Three of Cups in reverse, if there is a third party, they are going to be out of the situation shortly, or they won't be around for long. And that's confirmed with the Ten of Thought, saying that if it's a situation that has been troubling you, it is coming to an end. So whatever the situation is, with collaborating, teamwork, a relationship, thinking there's a third party or that your partner may be cheating, this situation is going to come to an end. It's not going to be ongoing, but this is just, like I said, and if you've ever watched any of my readings or listened to any of my readings, that, every situation or event that we encounter is to learn a lesson. I feel like the big lesson for you, no matter what it is, it's about learning to collaborate with other people, learning how to use your voice, and learning steps or procedures or processes, or maybe going to therapy, talking to someone to ease your social anxiety. So that's a big lesson, just learning to speak your voice and learning to ease your social anxiety, because none of us are on an island. We're going to have to deal with people at one time or another. All right? If you chose pile C, what are you afraid of, or what are you scared of? All right. We have Judgment, upright. We have Five of Swords in reverse. And we have Hierophant in reverse. I feel like with the Judgment card, what are you afraid of? I feel like you are afraid of a few things. You're afraid of letting go. You're afraid that you are being called to something higher. It could be something that is service related, like you have an inner calling to want to serve people. You have an inner calling to want to serve humanity, maybe become an activist. You want to speak out. You have an inner calling to speak out against injustices that you may see or have witnessed or have experienced. It also could be a higher calling for a different belief, like religious or spiritual belief system, like that you have been thinking about, you haven't maybe you have researching about, but it goes against what you were taught, and you are afraid to lead or follow that inner voice or that inner knowing that says that you are supposed to be doing something better or something different or something higher, something more than what you're doing now. You're in a comfort zone, but you are not. It's like you can tell that you're over this and you want to get out of your comfort zone. You want to go out there and show the world what you have, and you're being called to that. You're seeing signs. People are talking with you about these different things. The universe always speaks in signs. It can speak through seeing an ad in a newspaper or a magazine, or seeing a commercial, or someone actually saying something to you about, oh, did you hear about that march? So-and-so, we should go. Something like that. You've been getting messages. You have been getting a calling towards something different, something bigger than what you are doing now. And you are afraid to go with that. You are afraid of what people will say. You are afraid of what your family or friends may think. With the Five of Swords in reverse, I feel like you're getting that not because like you had an argument or anything like that, but you're getting that because the calling that you have towards something bigger, something higher, to be of service, to be in activism, it's not going away. It's like no matter how much you try to shut it out, you try to make plans to do something else or make plans to continue with what you're doing now, the messages, the signs are getting bigger, louder, and stronger, and they will not go away no matter what you choose to, how much you choose to ignore them. They won't go away. The Hierophant in reverse, I got that. That came up because I feel like you're supposed to go against your traditions. You're supposed to go against the status quo. You're supposed to go against what you've been taught in school or at home or in society. You are not supposed to be one of those people who just says, there's black and white, there is no gray, there is no hot pink, there is no neon green. You're supposed to be one of those people in the world that colors outside the lines. You are supposed to be one of those people who believes that this world can be a better place. You're not one of those people who was put on earth to say, oh, well, this is just the way it is. I stay in my little world. I don't bother anyone. And everything will just be the way it is. No, you're supposed to be one of those people who goes against tradition, who follows your own path, who marches to the beat of your own drum. That's what you're supposed to be. And the calling will not go away. The signs are just going to get bigger. And what happens with, and I'm not trying to scare you, but what happens with the universe, in my experience anyway, is when I try to ignore my gut, or I try to ignore my intuition, or I try to ignore signs or callings towards a certain path, that things just start falling apart. You encounter disasters. You encounter a lot of oops. You encounter a lot of blockages because the path that you are currently on is not the path that you're supposed to stay on. You are supposed to be moving forward. You are supposed to be stepping out. I think the fear comes from the fact that you come from a family that is very traditional, very conservative, and you are definitely afraid of what they are going to think, what they are going to say. But the thing is, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but your family, everybody in your family has their own path, and sometimes your family's path or what parents want for their children is not always what's going to happen for their children. You know what I mean? Maybe you're in a family business and you're working in the family business and everything is all right. Everything is financially stable. You're comfortable. You have that job security, but you're supposed to branch out on your own. And if you don't, you will not be on the path of your destiny. And the thing is, about the universe, I don't know what you believe, but the universe is going to put you on your path regardless. No matter how much you fight it, no matter how much you try to slam the door on it, no matter how much you try to avoid it, something's going to happen where you're going to get right back put on that path. And it's better to not fight against the universe. It's if you're into the law of attraction, what Abraham Hicks says about fighting upstream. Like you're trying to go up a stream, you're trying to fight to go up it instead of just letting yourself flow free and coast and just flow to wherever life and the universe wants to take you. But on the current path, you will, and with the Five of Swords, it could be, like I said, it could be arguments, it could be things that come up. I don't want to put anything no negativity out there. Could be disasters that come up, could be chaos. It doesn't necessarily have to be, it could just be emotional, or arguments with family and friends, but that's because you're not supposed to be in that situation anymore. And until you move out of that situation, you're always going to feel like something is missing, or you're supposed to be doing something else because you are. All right, and then we have The Three of Emotion. Wonderful news is on its way. Announcements regarding engagements, pregnancies, births, or graduations will be revealed. New friends will be made, or communities of like-minded people will draw closer to one another. Exciting new beginnings or happy endings are just around the corner. All right, the Three of Emotion, that's like Three of Cups. So that's like celebration. That's like coming together with other people. And I feel like this card comes up because it's letting you know that you don't have to be afraid. Like once you step out into this path, there are going to be other people that are like you who probably have the same fears, same reservations, the same hesitations as you. And you guys will come together and be able to soothe one another and have an understanding of one another. Like right now, I feel like you're in a situation where people might not necessarily get you, or you might be around people and they're saying something about their beliefs, or it could be about politics, about activism, and they're saying something, you're like, in your mind, that's not right. That's not how it's supposed to be. And you feel like those are the only kinds of people in the world, but I'm here to let you know that there are other people in the world, if you would just step out a little bit, that are going to resonate with you on a soul level about whatever it is you're about, whether it's a spiritual calling, whether you're trying to get away from traditional religion and go into spirituality, or whether it's activism or of service. You're going to meet like-minded people, so you're not going to be on this journey alone. You may not be on the journey completely with the you might not be on the journey with the people that you are currently around completely, but you will meet new people. And that's what this Three of Emotion or Three of Cups is saying, that, you know, it's wonderful news. You're going to be celebrating. You're going to be coming together with like-minded people, with people that are on the same vibration as you. All right. So that is the reading if you chose pile C. All right. If you chose pile D, what are you afraid of? All right. All right. Got the Magician. We got it in reverse. Got Justice. Got that in reverse as well. And got Queen of Pentacles in reverse. All right. I feel like with the Magician in reverse, I feel like it's twofold. I feel like you could be afraid of your talents, afraid of your abilities, afraid to show them, afraid to let the world know. Or you could also be afraid of not achieving your desires or manifesting your desires. Because when I think of the Magician card, I feel like it's a card about magic. It is magic. It's a card about manifestation. It's a card about tapping into your talents. It's a card about having all the things that you need to bring forth the things that you want. And I feel like you are, with the Magician in reverse, you are feeling like you don't have everything that you need to manifest your desires. I feel like you may know what you desire, but you may not be taking the proper steps or the proper steps or taking the proper action that is needed to manifest your desires. With manifestation, it is about using your mind, speaking positive words, having positive feelings, and having positive thoughts. But at the same time, when you're trying to manifest something, if you're getting a inkling or calling to do something, you need to act on that, because that's like a nudge towards what you want. Example, if you are trying to manifest a house or a new apartment or anything, something like that, and you're getting the calling to reach out to a family member for a loan, do it. If you are getting the calling to work on your credit, to get a better credit score, do that. Those little things, like a lot of times people have fears, are afraid that they're not going to manifest their desires, but they're not putting forth so much the physical actions, but the little nudges that you get to go towards your desire. They feel like they're going to go from A to Z, meaning on Monday I want a new house, and then Friday I'm going to have it. No, it's like sometimes the universe can work like that. It can literally deliver you something out of the air. I believe that it can. But in some ways, many times, that you need to go through steps to get there. You know what I'm saying? So unless, say you're trying to manifest a house, and unless somebody in your family leaves you a house suddenly, most times you're going to have to work towards getting to the house. If your credit is not that good, work on, if you're getting the nudge to speak to a credit specialist or to go to a bank or to ask someone what are the proper steps that you need to get a bank loan, go with that. Don't be afraid to go towards that, because those little nudges that you get are little stones or little manifestations. They're like little manifestations onto your big manifestation. And I feel like with the and you have a fear that what you desire will not manifest, but you need to understand that it might not be something physically that you're trying to manifest. Maybe you're trying to manifest something creatively, that you have that creativity in you, but you have to tap into it. And sometimes it takes people walking in nature or meditating or something like that to try to really bring out the creativity. You know what I mean? With justice in reverse, I feel like you can kind of be feeling like something is not fair, like something towards, something towards what you want is not fair, or you're feeling like it may be happening for someone else, for other people, but it's not happening to you. You may feel like there is some kind of injustice, or you may feel like other people have it so easy. Why do you have to work for it? But you need to get work with those feelings and get rid of those feelings to manifest what you want faster, because doubt and having negative thoughts or feelings about what you're trying to manifest just delays the manifestation. So I feel like with the justice in reverse, that you need to kind of get it out your mind about what's going on with other people, or how maybe you have experienced some stumbling blocks or something like that. But you need to understand that sometimes you're just being redirected to a better path, or to something that's greater than what you even desired. With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like you need to kind of do like some self-care, just with your, especially with manifestations, with your desires. You need to do self-care as far as like what Neville Goddard calls a mental diet, meaning purging yourself of negative thoughts and feelings about your desires. Also, with these cards in reverse, I feel like you can kind of be a little bit critical of yourself, or critical, like you're really hard on yourself about the things that you are desiring or the things that you are trying to bring forth. And you just need to, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you need to kind of soothe yourself or kind of coddle yourself a little bit, because those feelings, having those feelings will just keep you further, or delay the things that you're trying to manifest. But with the Magician, even with it in reverse, I feel like it's still telling you that you do have everything everything that you need to manifest the thing that you want. But with the Magician in reverse, it's just saying that you probably need to do some more planning, some better planning. You probably need to actually take some steps. Like you're wanting a job, you actually have to apply for a job, or go to or network, or go to any kind of like a career place that'll help you with your resume and things like that. It's just saying that with the Magician in reverse, you could have some, and you are fearing that you have some blockages or delays. And I feel like with the Magician in reverse that you do. But I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, that if you just kind of soothe the way that you're feeling and kind of develop better thoughts or better feelings about the situation, and not allowing delays or blockages to dampen your mood, or to what's the word I'm looking for, to get you down, that you can get to where you want to be, or you can have the thing that you desire. All right, so you got the Healer of Action. This is a time when you can do whatever you set your mind to if your heart is open. You're being asked to do many things at once. You won't mind as long as you're making a difference. This card indicates someone who's loving, intelligent, passionate, and fun, which can definitely describe you. This person can handle difficult situations with grace. And I feel like with the Healer of Action card, it's saying that you need to take action. You are afraid that what you want will not manifest. You will not get your desire, but you are not putting in any kind of action to get it. I mean, with most things in life, you have to put in some kind of effort. Unless you are used to just out of the air, out of the blue, getting big gifts and manifesting big things, you're going to have to go step by step. Because if you know anything about manifesting and vibrations and things like that, unless your vibration is set up and is set up for manifesting a house out the blue, because that's something that you did before or something that you're subconsciously used to, it's going to be step by step, because the universe doesn't want to scare you. Like a lot of people who are not vibrationally ready to win the lottery, that's why a lot of them lose the money, because they have not set it up vibrationally that they can have access to that amount of money without any strings attached or without any issues or any drama. So anything like that you might need to get the kinks out. With the Magician in reverse, you may be experiencing delays or blockages because you are kind of self-sabotaging, and also because deep down inside you don't feel like you deserve this thing that you want. You're not worthy of this thing, and if you have those thoughts or feelings, that will delay your manifestation. You have to work out the kinks for your feelings of worthiness. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's another reason why the Justice card in reverse came up, because it could be, you feel like something is unfair. You feel like, you're not getting your just due, but you have to believe and feel, more importantly, feel that you are worthy of this thing and that you can have this thing without any drama or any strings attached or, anything like that. All right. So this is your reading if you chose pile D.